Hello everyone. Today we start second chapter of class 7th fraction and decimal. So let's start our video with some basic concepts. So first term is fraction. What is fraction? Fraction is a number representing a part of a whole, and we write any fraction in the form of numerator upon denominator. Suppose you have a circle and you divide this circle into 4 equal parts and then you shaded one of its part. So this shaded part is a small portion of the whole circle. So we can write this shaded portion in the form of a fraction. Now how can we write this shaded portion in the form of a fraction? For this, write this number of shaded portion on the numerator. So here is one part shaded, so numerator is 1, and total number of parts in the denominator, there are 4 parts, so denominator is 4. We can say the shaded portion is 1/4 of the whole circle. Next term is proper fraction. What is proper fraction? Proper fraction is a fraction which represents a part of a whole. In proper fraction, numerator is less than the denominator. If in any fraction value of numerator is less than the denominator, then we say that the fraction is a proper fraction. Next term is improper fraction. Improper fraction is a fraction in which numerator is greater than denominator. If any fraction value of numerator is greater than its denominator, then we said the fraction is an improper fraction. And we can also write improper fraction in the form of mixed fraction. So we can write improper fraction in the form of a mixed fraction. Now move to our exercise 2.1, and first question of 2.1 is solved. We have to solve some problems here, and first one is 2 minus 3 upon 5. For solving this question, first we have to write 2 in the form of a fraction. So we can write 2 as 2 upon 1 minus 3 upon 5. Now take LCM of the denominators, and LCM of 2 and 5 is 5. In next step, you have to solve this question and you obtain answer 7 upon 5, and it is an improper fraction. So you can also write this improper fraction in the form of a mixed fraction. Now question arises, how can you convert a improper fraction into a mixed fraction? For this, you have to divide this number. So 7 is divided by 5 one time, 5 1 5, 2. So your answer is 1 whole 2 upon 5. You can also write 7 upon 5 as 1 whole 2 upon 5. By using same method, you can solve your question number 1 up to fifth part. Now move to question part 6th of the first question, and part 6th is 2 whole 2 upon 3 plus 3 whole 1 upon 2. For solving this question, you have to convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction, and for converting mixed fraction into improper fraction, you have to follow this procedure. First you have to multiply denominator part to the whole part, so 3 2 6, and then add this numerator part to your result. So 3 2 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8. Your answer is 8 upon 3. Now here 3 2 is 6, 6 and 1 is 7. Your answer is 7 upon 2. Denominator part remains same. Now take LCM of 3 and 2, and LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. 8 multiplied by 2 and 7 multiplied by 3. 16 plus 21 divided by 6. 37 is divided by 6. Now convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction, and your answer is 6 6 is 36, 137, 6 whole 1 upon 6. Now you can solve part 7 of question number 1 as I did part 6. Now move to second question, and second question is arrange the following in the descending order. So first part of this question is, and first part of question number second is 2 upon 9, 2 upon 3, 8 upon 21. First you have to make their denominator equal, and for this you have to take LCM of their denominator. So LCM of 9, 3 and 21. 3 3 is 9, 3 1 is 3, 3 7 is 21, 3 1 is 3, 7 1 is 7. So LCM of 3, 9 and 7 is 63. Now we have to make denominator, all the fraction is 63. Our first fraction is 2 upon 9, and we have to convert 9 into 63. So by which number we have to multiply 9 so that it become 63, and the number is 7. If we multiply denominator portion by 7, so we have to multiply our numerator portion also by 7. So first fraction is 14 upon 63. Second fraction is 2 upon 3. We have to convert this 3 into 63. So by which number we have to multiply this fraction so it become its denominator become 63, and the number is 21. If we multiply our denominator by 21, then we have to multiply our numerator also by 21. So our answer is 42 upon 63. Our next fraction is 8 upon 21. 8 upon 21, and we have to convert 21. We have to make our 21 into 63. So by which number we have to multiply 21 so that its denominator becomes 63 and the number is 3. If we multiply denominator part by 3, we have to multiply our numerator part also by 3. So our answer is 24 by 63. Now we have to compare all the modified fraction and which one is greater, because we have to write our fraction in the descending order, and in descending order we write our numerals, our fraction from greater to the least one. So first we find out which fraction is greater. Here 42 upon 63 is the greatest fraction. So 42 upon 63, first we write 42 upon 63. Next 24 upon 63, and last one is 14 upon 63. And we obtain 42 upon 63 by fraction 2 upon 3. So our greatest fraction is 2 upon 3. We upon our 24 upon 63 by 8 upon 21. So our second fraction is 8 upon 21. And we obtain 14 upon 63 by 2 upon 9. So our least fraction is 2 upon 9. So it is the ascending order for first part of question number 2. Now solve second part of this question by yourself by using the same procedure. Now move to our third question, and third question is, in a magic square the sum of the numbers in each row, in each column and along the diagonals is the same. So given square, we have to find out that given square is a magic square or not. First you know about what is about the magic square. So what is a magic square? Simply it is a square in which some boxes are given and each box contain a numeral. If the sum of each row, each column and its diagonals are equal, if the value of each row, each column and each diagonals are equal, then this square is called a magic square. In question number 3, a magic square is given here and we have to find given is square is a magic square or not. For this we have to add each row. So sum of first row, I am going to write sum of each row against them, against their first row, second row or third row, but you have to write it separately. So sum of first row is 4, 9 and 2 and their sum is 15 upon 11. Similarly, sum of second row is 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, again 15 upon 11. Sum of third row is 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 plus 6 is again 15, 15 upon 11. So sum of each row are equal. Now move to our column portion. So first column 4 upon 11, 3 upon 11, 8 upon 11 and their sum is 8 plus 4 12, 12 plus 3 is 15, 15 upon 11. Next column is 9 upon 11, 5 upon 11, 1 upon 11 and their sum is 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, again 15 upon 11. Our third column is 2 upon 11, 7 upon 11, 6 upon 11 and sum of third column is also 15 upon 11. Now move to our first diagonal and sum of first diagonal is 15 upon 11. Next we find sum of second diagonal and sum of second diagonal is also 15 upon 11. Now you can clearly see here sum of each row, each column and diagonals are equal, so that it is a magic square. Thank you.